pro-Russian separatists assaulted the prosecutor office in Donetsk in Ukraine. Ukrainian police were beaten by the protesters. There is an unlimited hatred. The hatred that has divided the country. This hatred has come from a long story, back to the times of Adolf Hitler. In the memory of many people, eastern Ukraine was on one side, and the western part is on the other. And no one can explain why, like an example to follow, on what is happening in the western side, in Kiev. Stepan Bandera. His image is put next to the scene during the Maidan protests. He is hated in the east of the country, accused as being a collaborator to the Nazis of Germany. But in the west, the memories of his deeds are immortalized and revered by the people. He fought for the independence of Ukraine. On Maidan, protesters were repeating the well-known slogan, used during Bandera's times. Stepan Bandera, a radical nationalist. Ukraine, for Ukrainians, this is his motto. Fight against the Poles, Russians, and Jews. He entered into an alliance with Hitler for this. According to my opinion, the opinion of the majority of political analysts, Bandera and his motto can be classified as fascists, actively cooperating in the conduct of the Holocaust. Lvov, the west of Ukraine, there is even a monument for Bandera here, to serve as a reminder for people that he fought for the independence of Ukraine. But they are not mentioning about his participation in the Holocaust. Bandera is popular here, his image is seen on beer cups, photos, and t-shirts. Lvov is a city of Bandera. This is the way they promote him. The critics of Bandera, as Ukraine's national hero, according to the new government of Ukraine, are accused of engaging in Russian propaganda. I think Bandera is the symbol of struggle for liberation of Ukraine. But this must be strictly distinguished between the current political crisis and the influence of Russian propaganda. The link of Bandera with the Nazis, is it really only a form of Putin's propaganda? Stepan Bandera was the leader of Ukrainian nationalists. June 1941, Lvov. Hitler's German soldiers took the city. They were welcomed by the Bandera supporters with joy. That is because they have the same goal at that moment, to expel the Jews in Ukraine. Ukrainian nationalists and Germans together attacked the Jews in the country. As a result, they killed thousands of people. They started to kill the national minorities. The Bandera organization created a plan on April, the day of the mass killing of Jews in Ukraine. The plan were as follows: the more Jews they killed during the German offensive, the better. A classroom lesson, using a projector, for the grade 10, in Lvov. The theme of the lesson, to discuss Bandera's struggle against the Soviet power, and for independence of Ukraine. Stepan Bandera is a national hero of Ukraine. Students have even built a replica of the hideout of Bandera's fighters for independence. This is a military room. Here is a gas mask, those are the grenades there. This bag is for bullets. And this a cap. Here is the coat, and this is an automatic gun. It is only right for the people to follow what he did. By doing so, they will become patriot, like Bandera. One must strive to be real Ukrainian, like our ancestors, like his soldiers, and Bandera himself. Without a doubt, Bandera is our hero here. As soon as we asked about Bandera's collaboration with Hitler, the teacher interfered at once. Bandera was always against cooperation with Hitler. Bandera has told Hitler that Ukraine should be independent. Hitler ordered to kill everyone, and Bandera opposed it. That is why he was imprisoned in a prison camp in Sachsenhausen, and he was there until 1944. It is true that Bandera spent some of his time as a prisoner in Sachsenhausen. because his people has appealed to Germany for a free Ukraine, and this was too much for the Nazis. Bandera, however, was not imprisoned in a simple jail cell, but inside a building designed for special convicts. Nazis find Bandera to be a useful tool for them, and he would serve their interest. There are two places where Bandera could have been imprisoned. Either he was in this building, which until now still exists, fit for a person with a family, or he is in the ward 51, 52, and 53, but the walls were removed between them, so that it would be more comfortable, compared to an ordinary prison. He was imprisoned here, in one of these wards. And it was strange, for someone to be released from the Nazi prison camp. Bandera was freed by the Nazis in 1944, because he again agreed with the Nazis to fight against the Soviet Union. He held negotiations with the Ukrainian nationalists to collaborate with the Germans, and they agreed. Afterwards, he would organize a Ukrainian nationalist committee. In November 1944, he led the war, on the side of the nationalists, against the Soviet Union. After the end of the war, the Ukrainian SS division is still being honored in Lvov by neo-nationalists. Like what happened in April 2014. A yellow lion is the symbol of so-called SS Galicia, which was commanded by the Germans. Among the demonstrators, we met a politician of the biggest political party here. It seems that a march to honor the SS is an ordinary thing for him. I'm glad that a North German TV is interested about the demonstration of our national custom that takes place here in Lvov. When I was in Munich for Oktoberfest, I saw thousands of people, as a national custom, who drink beer. This also made me pleased. The pride of the past, you will meet people who are not feeling guilty in Western Ukraine. Also, a feeling of guilt won't be met in the most popular restaurant in Lvov.
Пароль «Слава Украине». Ты русский? Нет.
Our goal is to make yourself feel that you were like a fighter for freedom during the Second World War. Heroic posing goes without saying, and it's clear that the enemy is in the east. This is a shooting room. You can take a rifle, and you can choose who to shoot here, Stalin, Lenin, or Beria. These are thieves of former Soviet Union that have occupied our country.
Это бывшие вожди Советского Союза, которые захватили нашу страну. Звучит как шутка для вечеринки, но для многих это все серьезней. С захватчиками из России нужно так же бороться, как и раньше.
It may sound like a joke for a party, but for many, this is a serious matter. You must fight the Russian invaders, like before. It is time to take up arms, to go to the front line, and to fight for our independence. For someone, it may be scary, but we must do it. Because we want our independence now. In the West Ukraine, they don't mention that Bandera has participated in the Holocaust. They only want to remember that he fought against Stalin. Why there are many monuments of Stalin in the east of Ukraine? Because there, they don't want to forget the hunger and terror, and celebrate their great victory in their war against fascism. Bandera, Hitler, and Stalin. Ukraine West, against the East. I think it's time for everyone to learn from our mistakes of the history.
News front.